Hi YouTube, this is Lucky Man Survival. I'm John.
I'm Parker.
And today we're going to be bringing a pretty fun video to you guys. So we're going to be doing a video about bug out bags. Now, we wanted to do something a little different than what people do usually. So Parker here hasn't ever done a bug out bag before. So what we're going to do is we're going to have him check out my get home bag. And he's going to try and guess the items inside of it, and I'll explain to him. And then we're going to do a scale from 1 to 10 on how important I think the item is for your bag, and if it can be left alone, or if it's a necessity, or if it's just a comfort. Alrighty, so this...
And I'll probably make a comment on said object if I think it's...
At least 100 times. Alrighty, so this is my get home bag. I don't really care much about the whole gray man concept when it comes to this bag. This bag is
you certainly care about these patches. Look at this stuff.
Hey, that's the American flag, man. Be careful.
I didn't let it touch the ground.
But, you know, this stays in my trunk in my vehicle. I do travel a lot for work, so I have to make sure that I have a bag with me. Then in case my car breaks down or anything like that, I have a way to get home. Alrighty, so we're going to start with the outside of the pack. So, first things first.
And that over. Alright. So... I ain't even gonna guess. This is a solar power phone charger thing.
Yes. So that is a solar powered...
How do you turn on the light?
Well, while he's trying to figure out how to turn on the light, so...
Hold on, I'm gonna figure this out. We gonna get it.
So I have this...
These aren't buttons? What the hell are these?
So this is a 30,000 milliamp hour power bank for my phone and for some of my flashlights that I have that are rechargeable.
Is it clap activated? What is it? How do you turn on the lights? I got it. I don't need help.
On the left.
I am a strong, independent man. I don't need your help. Go away. Go away.
Well, while he's trying to figure that out.
Okay, I give up. How do you turn it on?
So it's gonna be, you just hold the button right here.
There's a fucking button there?
Yep, and it'll show a little blue light on there. It indicates the power levels. And then if you hold it.
It do got a button. It just blend in. I don't know if all y'all can see that button. I'm gonna zoom in on the edit, but like, there's a button there. It ain't easy, but it there. It do be there.
So,
okay.
Next item.
Hey. Hold your horses, Texas Ranger.
That is a 500-pound carabiner.
I actually know what this is. Because I bought it for him.
So that I keep on there with some paracord, 550 paracord. That way in case I have to create a shelter or maybe pull something, haul something. You never know when a carabiner is going to come in handy.
And this is brand is Black Diamond. It doesn't say if it was made in China or whatever, but we assume shit. Now, how important do you think this is?
I'd probably give it about a 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10?
Because there is ways to lash certain things with rope or paracord to make the same thing a carabiner can do for you. So I'd probably give it like a 3 out of 10.
Okay.
And then for the power bank, that one is absolutely going to be an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
Because most people don't have Baofeng radios and stuff, you know, that they carry every day. So you need to be able to have a way to charge your phone or maybe a flashlight or anything like that so that you can be able to communicate with people. That is my Ranger beads. So I have that for land nav because I'm all about that land nav life. And so that basically helps you with your pace count. It's a pace counter. Do you know what that is? So
yes, I know what that is. You count your heart rate with it.
No, you count your steps with it. That way, you know, you can make sure which direction you're going and help you keep distance.
Okay.
So
now what the hell is this?
So that is
you bringing weapons into my house?
Yep. So this is my Gerber Strong Arm. So this is made in Portland, Oregon. I absolutely love these. It's just an absolutely wonderful knife. You know, it's sharp, it is durable, and this is probably my #1 survival knife.
I actually recommend this myself. I bought us both of these knives.
Yeah,
I got myself a black one. He got one that matches his bag.
They are absolutely wonderful.
I like them because you can scout carry them And they actually come nice and sharp.
Yeah, I like that you can carry them in like 17 different configurations.
You can actually see how he's got that on the bag there.
Yeah, I have it strapped into the laser etched molly webbing in the bag, so it ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
And that one that's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. If you don't have a knife in your bug out bag, then you're messing up.
Put a knife on the bug out bag.
Put a knife in the bug out bag.
On your person too. Just carry like knives, just a bunch.
Knives plural.
All right.
Then that
so
is
now he got a whip for his horses that he don't own. I don't know.
So that is a Baofeng UV5R radio with a 14-inch Radiocom antenna. I have that because we live in Utah, and I travel to Salt Lake and other places that are surrounded by mountains. So making sure that I can get a radio signal when even my radio or my phone doesn't have service, this thing still does. And he's playing with it.
I may or may not have turned it on. The police may be coming. We don't know. I don't know who it's. Someone talking.
You absolutely you should have a ham radio license to operate that. I do have that, but for myself and others, things you can use that for is basically in a case of an emergency, it is not illegal to broadcast on that to get help. Now, that doesn't mean a flat tire. That means you're lost, you're stranded, something of that nature, something that's a real, life or death situation, and then it won't be illegal to broadcast. So I think that's all the outside of the bag. So let's go into the first compartment here.
That compartment. We're starting where I'm at.
Oh, there ain't nothing in there.
See, he's already messing up. He ain't utilized all of his compartments.
Well, I usually...
See this?
Oh, shush. I usually keep a Camelback in there with water in it, but...
He lied. There's something in there.
That is a piece of my Gerber stronghold. Or strong arm.
Liar. I'm going to zoom in on you in the edit, but look at that. Go ahead, look at the camera for me.
That's a face of a liar. Right?
Look at look dead at the camera, right at the little bubble. That face of a liar. It's the face of a fucking liar.
But I usually keep a Camelback in there. It's definitely something that you should have.
What is?
So Camelback is a water modular system that has a straw in it, so you can carry it in your bag and carry up to like 2 liters of water while you're backpacking, hiking, anything like that.
So this is for like a straw.
Yep. And then there's straps on the side of the bag to help with this. And this is also, so this is a G10 bag that I got off of Amazon. I'm all about budget prepping. So for me, this bag cost me about $40. And I mean, I've had Mystery Ranch bags, I've had other bags, and I still find myself levitating towards this bag because of the modularity in it and how many good compartments there are in here.
Okay. Now, how important do you think
the water bladder would be?
Yes.
If you have a way to hold water, then I think that's something you can do without having to stress about it too much. I usually have, so one thing that is not attached to this bag, because I'm drinking out of it right now, is a bottle or a metal steel canteen, something that you can create on a fire. And that, I carry that everywhere. I drink out of it every day, so that's always with me. But the Camelback, it's more of a necessity. I'd probably say like a 2 out of 10.
Necessity would mean that you need it, though. It's a non-necessity.
Yeah, non-necessity, yeah.
Okay. We're not an English teacher, all right? Just so y'all know.
I don't do words too good.
Look, English may be our first language. That don't mean we ever got good at it.
Nope, I already speak it goodly, bro.
All right. So now we're gonna go to this one.
So this actually opens up all the way, so that way they can kind of see the
but
compartmentalization.
I'm just gonna pull stuff out. I don't want stuff falling out.
If it falls out, we'll fix it.
Okay.
Flashlight.
I don't think there's many jokes you can make about a flashlight.
So this one is actually one that I purchased at Harbor Freight a few years ago. I had it for when I was doing work on my vehicle, but it just, as you can see, I have worn that, but it just keeps on ticking. I've had it for probably 5 years now.
I've owned about 6 of these myself, but not for anything like this. I always had them for vehicles.
Yeah, and that one, a flashlight of any kind, I'm going to say is also a 10 out of 10. You absolutely need one in your bag. I have like 7 different lights in this bag. I have a headlamp. I have a flashlight. I have a little pocket light. I have the one on my power bank. I mean, I have ways to make light. I want to be able to see. It's very important.
Okay. Next item. A pen.
That is a tactical pen. So I do carry around with that, and
He got to write his memo. It's an actual pen. It has a tip.
and I do with that
Now,
also.
hold on. Before he goes, we gonna test this guy. How much ink he got in this pen?
I just changed the cartridge about a week ago.
We gonna test that today. That's how it came out.
And I do keep a field book in it. This one isn't water protective, like weatherproof.
We're going to put these together, though.
Yep.
Just because why not?
That I would say is probably a 5 out of 10 for necessity, because you can use that for so many things. Fire starting, you can use it to write down your navigation and kind of keep track of where you've been, directions, writing notes, leaving notes, anything like that. I mean, it's something that's good. It's not a need, but it's also not a need. It's something that I feel like everyone should have at least on their person or
Useful,
in their
but
car.
you can live without it.
Exactly.
All right. He also has a glass breaker on this pen.
Yep.
Why?
So, one, to be able to get out of a vehicle if I have to, but mainly for it is a self-defense option, actually. So, that specific pen, I can take that pen anywhere. Take it on a plane. I can, walk into a courthouse with it. I can... Anything where I can't carry my firearm, I can bring that with. So, it's a self-defense option. It's a less lethal option, but it is an option nonetheless you can carry when your firearm is not accessible to you.
It's pointy.
It's very sharp. I have busted my hand a couple times with that thing just trying to pull it out of my pocket. Alright, so the next item that we're going to be doing is...
Back off, I choose.
Actually, if you watch our fire starter video, you already know what this is.
Yep, so in our fire starting video, I covered this. This is the Exotac fire starter. Basically, it has a ferrocerium rod and a striker attached to it. I actually keep one on my EDC every single day. I keep one in my bag, one in my truck. I absolutely love these things. They're great spark starters. And this one I've used a hell of a lot, probably about 100 times easily. This is my oldest one, which is why it's in the bag. But the one that I keep also on me is also an Exotac. The one's a little bit newer. And those things are fantastic. That, again, anything fire starting related, 10 out of 10 necessity.
At least something.
Yeah. And I prefer those with, and I'm just going to pull this out.
Oh, he got a
just to show.
compass. He got a compass on there. Look at him. Fancy,
One thing
man.
that I do want to just throw there that is part of that is the Vaseline and cotton balls. This is my preferred fire tinder, and there's probably about 30 little fire starters in there.
You also saw this if you looked at our
Yep.
fire starter video. He had these ones.
And I absolutely love those. I mean, they work, they're cheap, and
It's crushed up marshmallows. This man is telling me these aren't.
I'm telling you guys this, okay?
He
When
burnt
we
them?
did the video, he thought he was about to eat a marshmallow, and he stuck his hand in that bag and went to put it in his mouth, and I said, Parker, that is not marshmallows. That is Vaseline and
And he
cotton
lied to me because when he set one of these on fire, the whole dang thing smelled like marshmallows. It smelled like burnt marshmallow. He's a liar.
I should have let
I'm
him.
gonna zoom in.
I should
on
have
him
let
again.
him f him.
I'm gonna zoom in on his face again. The face of.
So
a
we
liar.
still got a little bit in here.
Okay.
So now
Back
he's
off.
having too much fun just nudging through my stuff.
I'm rummaging through his stuff.
So
He got glow sticks. He's going to a rave.
Yep. And those are signal glow sticks. Those ones are 12-hour light time. Just bought them at the dollar store. Nothing fancy. I do have in some of my other kits that we'll show later on in the channel. I do have like military grade ones that are like 24-hour illumination, but these are more for if I get stuck on the side of the road and I need to, signal for something, or just use it to maybe read a map or something like that.
They also come with string.
Yep. Let's see what else we got.
More glow sticks.
2 is 1, 1 is none. I try to keep a lot of those. Not to mention, I do have a 6-year-old son who, every time he sees me play with my glow sticks, he has to play with one. So I always keep them extra just in case he wants to be a part of the.
And how important do you
fix.
think the glow sticks are?
I'm just gonna say those are 100% not necessary. Probably a 1 out of 10. I just have them because it gives me an alternative light source, but anything that I have in here, all of my light sources have a smaller dim setting. Those are also glow sticks as well, but this is a part of my fishing kit.
Little.
So these are fishing lure glow sticks. So you can strap them onto a hook, and this attracts fish at night. And also, it's really good to just kind of illuminate yourself. I usually break one of these and put it in my cap when I'm at a campsite. That way, if I put my hat down, I can find it. Those things are fantastic.
Okay. It's another one.
So now we're getting to a knife. So this is an Ozark Trail. This one I got at Walmart. I paid $5 for this. And this was my EDC knife for about 5 years, and I love it. It's durable, it's sharp as all get out, and it hasn't failed me once. So I like to keep it in my bag just to give it some love every once in a while. That is the original antenna for my Baofeng. I keep both on just in case that one breaks or anything like that. I have a secondary way. Again, 2 is 1, 1 is none. So don't let that discourage you. Now this one, I'm going to see if he can figure out what this is.
It's a flashlight of some kind, right?
No.
Well, whatever it is, the button.
It does have a light.
The button is broken.
Oh, you broke it?
I didn't break it. It was like that.
He's a liar. He broke my...
I did not break his dang...
This is a screwdriver set. So you take off the top. Oh, it did break. You broke...
I didn't break it, John. I'm telling you.
It wasn't broken the last time I touched it. And it's got...
When was the last time you touched it?
Like a week ago, I used it to tighten my sunglasses. So it has just a few little odds and end bits in there and a magnetic tip to hold it in place. This is, out of necessity, I would say this is probably a 3 out of 10. Only because it's small, it's lightweight, it's durable. Well, apparently not as durable as I thought it was, unless Parker just broke it and he doesn't want to admit it.
I didn't do it. I plead the fifth.
But I like to carry one of these
right.
on me because I carry a lot of... I wear sunglasses, pocket knives, things... You never know when something just starts to go loose.
You're missing a spring is what it is.
And anyone who carries around glasses every day knows the pain of losing one of your screws in your glasses. So for me, I try to make sure that I keep them tight and maintained. That way I don't lose that.
All right. Importance of screwdriver set.
Oh, I already said. It was 4 out of 10.
Oh, I'm deaf.
We know. And you're breaking shit.
So I'm pulling all these out at once because they are all the same thing.
Maps. Maps of your local and regional area. This one, so I have this specific one. This is a map of all of the trailheads in Utah. And I do have some things circled in this map. And then this one is a statewide map.
This is a highway map, yeah.
Yep. This one has a full one. And then I do have a smaller geographical map of my area. So I always try and keep maps because, again, I'm all about that land nav life. And I always want to make sure that I can find my way home. I do know my area very well. I know all the different ways to get to and from. But you never know. You might get turned around or break down or you lose GPS.
All right. Importance.
In a get home bag or a buy out bag, I would say those are probably a 7 out of 10. Maps and a way to navigate is so important. If something were to happen like an EMP or even something where someone attacked our power grid and we lost power or service to our cell phones and we couldn't access GPS, I know a lot of people that couldn't find their front door. So having a way to navigate yourself home in a situation like that, especially when you're not near home or in a familiar area, is extremely vital. My spoon! This is my K-Bar spoon. I love this thing.
This is actually
K-Bar.
K-Bar.
Yep.
Hold on. You can read it. That's K-Bar.
I love this thing. Fun fact, that kind of spoon and the MRE spoons actually have a confirmed kill. A little fun fact. And it also has a knife.
What the hell?
That way I can cut my food and I can eat my food. K-Bar. Because America. He was not ready for that. He was not ready for that.
He got a spoon. A spork. How important is the spork? There's a right answer here. I already know the right answer.
So that 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Importance, not recommendations. Importance.
No, importance. Okay, importance 10 out of 10. Okay, you need to not be eating with your nasty, grubby hand. You know, I keep MREs, freeze-dried meals, and protein bars and stuff as my food source. I want to be able to eat without having to use my hands. So I'd say 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Next is my multi-tool. This one, I don't believe this one is a brand that I'm familiar with. I got this one at a pawn shop here in town for like $6, but it is... Watching Parker struggle with a multi-tool.
I'll get it.
But I always keep a multi-tool. Now this one, the reason why I have it is because it does have some firearm components to it. It has wire snips. It has pin punches for disassembling and field stripping a firearm. And then on top of that, it does have some files.
It has an 8-inch ruler.
Yep. So I like to keep that mainly for maintaining my firearm and my rifle. But for the most part, it's just handy to have a multi-tool. I would say on that one, you have to pull the pad down. There you go. I would say for a multi-tool, I'm going to say 6 out of 10. Because a multi-tool has a lot of the tools you would need, and it has a way to cut things, file things. Multi-tools are basically should be a part of your EDC every day anyway. So I would like to say that's a 6 out of 10. Headlamp. And that is one of my favorite headlamps because it has like 6 different modes on it.
Hold on. Keep going.
So with that one has light modes. It has a low mode, bright mode, a red mode, which I like for map reading and traveling at night. And that one is 650 lumens, and I paid $8 for it. So it
now
is.
Now we're gonna excavate this bag.
So this is my water.
Hold on, I know what this is.
You're gonna open that up and let everything fall out of it. Jesus, that is bright.
Oh, there's more.
There's more. But wait, there's more. So this is a boo-boo kit / a hygiene kit. I do have a small toothbrush.
You got a razor.
I have a straight razor in there because I'm a man and I know how to shave with a straight razor. And just a few little odds and ends for boo-boo kits.
I don't even know how to shave.
Obviously. And then I do have in here, now it is not on the bag, it is separate from the bag, but it is always with the bag, is a full IFACT trauma kit, which we're not going to be showing today just because
we'll go over trauma
it would
kits
take an
and
hour
such.
just to go through that bag. It is ridiculous.
We're going to go over trauma kits and all that in a different video anyway. But he keeps pretty much a first aid kit set up in there. Importance.
Boo-boo kits, I'm going to say 8 out of 10, and IFACs 10 out of 10. If you don't have a way to stop yourself from bleeding or causing infection, especially out in the field, you might as well kiss your ass goodbye. medical is one of the most important things, in my opinion. There might be some more behind here. So, for anyone who watches Canadian Prepper, which
he got Tums!
It's not Tums.
He got Tums!
It's not Tums. And for anyone who loves the Canadian Prepper like I do, toilet paper tablets. These...
Oh yeah, you don't want to use those as Tums.
No.
Don't use those as Tums.
Talk about just wiping your ass with extra steps. Just waiting for it to pass and just wipe as you go. But so these are so these are toilet paper tablets. I absolutely love these things. So these have a pack. It holds 10 in there, and you just add a little bit of water, and it expands to about a 7 by 4 inch sheet of a hardened fibered material, which is perfect for cleaning yourself, cleaning up messes, or wiping your ass. He's messing with the buttons and he's turning on all the red lights and stuff. There you go. He was having a problem there for a second.
Alright, next item I just excavated. This guy's got fruit punch sugar thingies.
I do. So, this
No, he doesn't need to explain it. This guy likes fruit punch.
I do.
These are a 0 out of 10.
I am drinking fruit punch as we speak right now. It's just so good.
This is a 0 out of 10. You do not need these. You can just drink water.
But I will like to add that getting drink mixes, whether it be instant coffee or maybe hot chocolate or a tea bag or anything like that, having that in your bag, it's more of a morale boost. So I would say it's a 1 out of 10. It's not needed, but it is a creature comfort that a lot of us have. Not everyone drinks water every single day, all day long. Most people like to drink coffee or soda or something like that. So having something that's a flavored beverage may help you, especially because in some ways of fixing water and making sure that it's safe to drink, sometimes it has a bad taste, especially if you're using iodine tablets or anything like that. When you're using tablets and things that just remove the bacteria and the viruses but don't take out the sediment or the taste, you'd be thankful that you have something that can mask some of that. So, he found my whistle.
He's a whistle.
This thing, hold on. I want to touch base on this.
Does this have a freaking How many flashlights do you have?
I have all the flashlights.
It has a flash.
I have all the flashlights.
This man has so many flashlights.
I have all the flashlights.
We're in the second pouch.
We're in the first pouch. But hold on. Let me say this, because I actually want to talk about this one. This is such a interesting item that I found. I found this at Cow Ranch not too long ago, and I was really blown away. It was $3, but the things that it has on it is incredible. So let me show all the features. So I need all pieces, Parker.
It's got a mirror.
So on it. What did you do? Stop breaking my stuff.
I just unscrewed it, alright?
All right. So this is what it looks like intact. And just seems like a normal whistle, but
flashlight number 76.
A flashlight. It has a thermometer on it. It has a compass, which this one is actually accurate.
We did test this compass on one of our hikes.
Then it has a little area, which I usually keep Tylenol in this. Then it has a magnification lens, which for anyone who likes to play with fire knows that this is an amazing way to start fire through a Fresnel lens. And then it also has a signal mirror on it. So for $3, I have a whistle, I have a way to start fire, I have a way to notify people around me, and I have a way to keep medication, check the temperature, and navigate. So this is a nice little multi-piece tool. For this specific item, I'd probably say necessity is probably low on the list, probably like a 3. But I think for ingenuity and having multiple functions, it wouldn't be something bad to have in your pack. Now, this next thing
You got a sharpener with a fire starter?
Yep. So this is the, I forget the brand. This is the, so Sharp Pal, or Sharp Pal. This is just a standard Amazon brand.
It's French.
He's French. He's Sharp Pal. So it does have so it's a sharpener, which I'm not too fond of these. I usually sharpen all my knives with stones. But in a pinch, it will get you a grind back on your knife. And it does come with a small ferrocerium rod.
Wait, what the hell is that then?
And then this is for sharpening fish hooks. Or if you have, just like this machete in the background has teeth on it, it's used to sharpen the teeth as well. So it's a multiple weight sharpener itself. And this also, one more thing, just to blow your mind, another whistle. I like things that have multiple uses. For that, I would say necessity is about a 5. It's something you should or shouldn't have. It's your choice. But I like to not have to fight to keep my knife sharp in the field. And something like this can get it back in working order rather quickly, and you don't have to sit there and fidget with a stone or, a leather strop or anything like that. You can just...
He did just get a nice knife, though.
I did. So, today is our friend anniversary for 12 years. So he got me a Randall-made knife. This is like a $700 knife. It's very nice. It's beautiful. Made in America. Love it. Alrighty.
It also has a sharpening stone on there.
And a leather strap. So, he knows what I like. And then, while you're in there, let me just check in here.
I read it. That's where I pulled over.
Okay.
Sorry, I gotta finger all this stuff. Okay, hold on. I got this. I know what this is.
Okay, what is it?
I know what this is. I know exactly what this is.
What is it?
Fire starter stuff.
Stormproof matches. So this one I got from Sportsman's Warehouse. It's just a simple watertight match holder, and
They got
stormproof matches in it. These are, you can literally light these on fire, dunk them in water, and then pull them back out, and they're still perfect. Those are fantastic, and I think I paid like $1 for those.
importance.
With fire, yeah, still 10 out of 10 for fire. But I have a lot of redundancy in my packs because I'm a firm believer that 2 is 1, 1 is none.
All right, the recommendation though, would you recommend having these over the ferrocerium rod?
That's a really good one. I would recommend a ferrocerium rod because you can just strike that thing all day long and it's not going to go out on you. With the matches, they're limited in space, time, and, you can only have as many lights as you have a match. So you'll run out of matches well before you run out of the ferrocerium on that rod.
So 10 out of 10 for fire starter stuff in general, but we do recommend having something that's more...
The longevity needs to be there.
So this is the backup though.
Yep. 2 is 1, 1 is none. And I have about 6 different ways to light fires in the bag altogether, but I don't worry about that too much. Now this one...
Pressed towels. He got different flavored Tums in here, apparently.
No. So this one's actually really cool. So I took the toilet paper tablet itself, and then I took the container it was in, and I made a repair kit. So this has electrical tape, duct tape, a sewing needle, sewing thread, a nail to hang on a tree for my bag, and then 2 little tubes of sewing thread. So this is a repair kit specifically for the shelter items that you'll see, or for clothing items. This is a repair kit. And then I do have 3 tablets in here as well, and this is mainly because if I need to use the fabric materials to sew something or to tie it together, that's what I would use it for. So that's a little different, but it's the same concept. And for a repair kit, especially a canvas needle That's going to be a 10 out of 10. You should have that in your bag because repairs to your gear is the difference between you carrying a bag 20 miles with 2 straps and having one drooped over your shoulder and you're crying about it.
Wet fire fart.
Wet fire fart?
Fire starting tinder.
So this is just another additional tablet that I keep for fires. That one I like because if it is raining outside, that is going to actually assist in starting the fire for that, because when it has water on it, it has a chemical inside of it. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but if it has water on it, it makes the chemical itself more potent. So when you strike a ferrocerium rod over, it just lights up like nothing. But
it says scrape tinder shavings into pile to light flammable.
Yep.
Keep away from children.
Yep.
So over this versus the cotton balls. Which
Vaseline and cotton balls all day.
Yeah.
Yep. Just redundancy, but definitely not something that I'd pick for sure.
Okay. Heat packs.
Hot hands. Love hot hands, especially because it does get down into the negatives here in Utah. So having a way to keep myself warm is definitely needed for sure.
It's got a lot of languages on it.
Yes, lots of languages.
So you said it for heating up your hands. How important do you think?
Something like this, probably a 7 out of 10. Not absolutely needed, but it is definitely something that you should recommend if you are in colder temperatures for sure.
Luxury more
Yep.
like? Okay.
Alright, and then I believe it's on to...
Just going to do a quick check, make sure we got everything out of this pouch. Yeah, it feels like we did.
Yep. So now on to the big compartment. This one is not so much stuff, but it is my bigger items. Because you always want to keep weight closer to your back so it doesn't droop. So first thing is a freeze-dried meal.
You got food.
I like the Mountain House. It's like the Rolls Royce of freeze-dried food. Chili mac with beef is my go-to. It is awesome. So definitely like that one for sure.
I'm just gonna guess that you'd put this at a 10 out of 10 food.
Yeah, food 10 out of 10. If you don't have it in your bag in some way, shape, or form, it's just something you need for sure.
Now, my question is, were you rating the chili mac with beef over other kind of foods they got?
I'm a sucker for the chili mac and beef. Their fettuccine alfredo is pretty good too, but that one is higher in calories. It's a little bit more filling. Because for me, I do have 2 forms of food in here, but this one is more of like, end of the day, I'm tired, I'm ready for a good meal. Just add hot water, wait a few minutes, and you're golden. So this is a solar power panel. This one I have, let's see, yeah, it's got a bunch of straps on it. So this one I keep. This one actually has its own power bank itself and a panel. I use this specifically for bigger electronics. So like I can charge my Baofeng with this. Basically. I can charge my Baofeng with this. This one I got off of Amazon for about $60. And it literally has little carabiner straps. You hang it off your bag. And it charges everything that you would need. Absolutely, I would choose this over that, and this one I would also put a 10 out of 10 for sure. And keep your cables for your phone that you need. So on to coverage. So I have gloves to keep my hands warm in case I have to work on anything.
Got a schmock.
I have a Schmog, which I absolutely love these. I usually wear one every day, actually. Just been a little warmer here, so haven't had to worry about it too much. And then I have a balaclava to cover my face. And then I have a little bandana head wrap thing to protect my head and keep it nice and toasty.
All right, next thing.
Compass.
Another one.
Yes.
He got 76 of these too. Flashlights
all
and
about
compass.
that land nav life.
This man likes his compasses and he likes his flashlight.
Best thing
I
about
bet
this.
this got a flashlight on it. Where'd the flashlight?
No.
It don't got a flashlight? Are you sure?
But it does have a glow-in-the-dark tritium inside ring, so I can read that at night, and it works extremely well. I actually just used that last time I went camping.
It got another ruler on it, too.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. What's this?
That is the longitude and latitude reader, and you pulled it out of the compass. You're supposed to put it back in, dork, and now look through it.
One moment, please.
And now look through it.
Oh!
Helps you with specific directional longitude and latitude.
Okay, fancy.
And for compasses, 10 out of 10. If you can't find your way home, you need a way to navigate. Compasses are, they're just bare bones. That's what you need. If you don't have anything else, at least a compass. So that is a monocular. I believe that is I forget what brand that is. What's the brand on that one?
TAC-Rite?
TAC-Rite, yep. And this is just a 8x12 monocular. Just, being able to sight things, not having to, walk a quarter mile to find or read something. So it's also another part of land navigation, but also for identifying targets, identifying anything you might need in the field. And usually I do keep a pair of binoculars, but that one is in this bag specifically. And those ones work. They do work though.
Oh, it's telescoping.
Yes, so like I said, that one is an 8x12 magnification, so...
okay, how importance?
That one's a 5 out of 10 again. It's not really needed to be able to see from far distances like that, but it is a luxury item because if say you're walking on the highway and you're trying to find exactly where you're headed to, you can actually use a binocular to read the sign instead of walking all the way up to it. So some things like that help a lot, especially when you're scouting things, can help as well.
Ugh.
This entire pack, don't even pull it out.
It's a sleeping
That
bag.
is a sleeping bag and my tarp. So this is in its entirety my shelter set. So it has a small 45 degree temperature sleeping bag, and then it also has a tarp and some straps in there. So this is my shelter setup.
This is actually very light.
This weighs exactly 18 ounces. So 2 ounces over a pound. That is it. It is super lightweight, and I can build a shelter, have a way to sleep, way to keep warm, all in this little thing. It is a little bulky in size, but since it can compress down and it fits in my bag perfectly, I don't need to carry around other things for shelter because that is my entire shelter setup itself. It also has a small inflatable pillow in there too.
He's bougie.
I'm bougie. I like to sleep. I got bad back.
I know what this is. This is paracord.
Yep. That is a 100-foot hank of 550 paracord that I keep in there. And it does have another carabiner as well. This is to set up the actual tent liner that I have. So when I set it up and I ridge line it, that is what I would use. But these 10 out of 10. Paracord is one of the 10 C's of survival, which we will cover in another video. And this is absolutely a necessity.
Okay.
That
Is a bracelet?
No, it's a dry bag. So I keep this in here specifically for if I am going boating or if it's raining, I can put any electronics in it and protect it from getting wet. That's all that is for. I would say it's probably a 4 out of 10 on the list because you do want a way to weatherproof your gear. I'm not too concerned about the bag itself getting wet, but some of my electronics and things that can't handle rain or snow, those are much more important in my opinion. So I would definitely say at least a 4 out of 10 for that. But there are many options for that. Even a Ziploc bag works well to weatherproof your gear.
Flavors.
Well, so that's more juice packs, and then I also do have a chewy bar in there. Now, the funny thing is I actually haven't gotten more in there. This usually has like 6 granola bars and a couple Nature Valley bars and stuff in it. But I did go on a hike recently with him, and that's what we had for lunch. So,
all right, I'm gonna pull all these out at once because I know that these are all for purifying water or capturing
so that is
water.
the Sawyer Mini water filter.
So I'll hand you those ones.
So this is specifically one of my ways to purify water, and I like that it comes with a bag itself.
Trying to break that.
It comes with a bag itself to control, and then the Sawyer itself. This one actually attaches to my water bladder as well, and then it also can attach to the steel bottle that I carry as well. So this is a multi-purpose way to filter water.
Put those over there. I ain't got no more room.
And for me, I would recommend this is a 10 out of 10 for necessity. You need
Tie your thing back up with that.
You need a way to purify water, and I do in the little medical kit I have. I also do have iodine tablets to purify water as well. But this is my primary.
All right, and then
source.
he's got some backup clothes, some
Yep.
boxers,
Socks. You need socks, especially if you're walking for several days. Changing your socks is good. You do not want to get blisters and rash and all sorts of bad things can happen to your feet. You know, ask anyone who was ever in the military. They'll tell you socks are a huge thing if you don't have them.
All right, we're on to our last item. Emergency food rations.
So this is lifeboat food. So these ones, this one has exactly 400 calories per bar. So you're looking at 4, 8, 12, 16, 20,
So,
2,400 calories.
Very flat there, but if you look at the back, you can kind of see how it's separated.
Yep, and that one, they basically taste like graham crackers. They don't make your mouth dry. That's why they're meant to be on a lifeboat. They have a 5-year shelf life, so these are absolutely fantastic. As long as they're still vacuum sealed, you know, they're still good. These ones are very vacuum sealed and very, very rigid for sure. But these taste really good. They're basically just like, basically graham cracker biscuits. And these work fantastic. This is an entire day's worth of calories in these bars. So this, accompanied with the Mountain House meal, I have 2 days worth of calories to intake on any journey.
I lied. That wasn't the last item.
Why are you lying?
You got a saw.
Ah, yes. So that one's a Gerber saw. It came in a kit that I had with a multi-tool and some other things on it. It's funny that the logo is very small on the side of it, but this is a Gerber pocket saw, and it is absolutely wonderful. I would promote that one just up there with like Silky Boys. Silky saws are fantastic. That's just a little bit more of a budget-friendly option, but nonetheless, it is absolutely fantastic. For that, I would recommend an 8 out of 10. That way you can help process firewood, tinder, anything like that for a fire, and also can help you build a shelter depending on what you have to build a shelter with. Alright guys, so that is everything in my get home bag. I hope you enjoyed Parker making a fool of himself and proving to you guys that he knows nothing about survival. And we hope to see you guys again soon. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Leave us a comment below if you want to see anything specific, and we will see you in the next video, hopefully next week.
Alrighty, you guys. Have a good rest of your night. And remember, death is the rule. Survival is the exception. Alright, guys. You have a good rest of your night.
All right.